Hi everyone, it's Sister Jenna from America Meditating Radio. I hope you've been enjoying Wiseish, which you can get live on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube from 8:30 a.m. to 8:45. But you can also get it on demand 24/7. It's going to be your power boost for the morning. It's your daily dose for the soul. It's just going to encourage you to make the day that much more valuable. So join us. Looking forward to seeing you.
Love and gratitude, golden flower in bloom, bring us peace tonight, flow from me to you. Words of purest light, crystals in your gaze, to remind our hearts we open in your name. And when we start to fall, and when we lose the call, there's nothing more to do than call on you, love and gratitude. And when we start to fall, and when we lose the call, there's nothing more to do than call on you. When we forget to see our soul's deep mystery, there's nothing more to do than call on you, love and gratitude, love and gratitude.
Hi, everybody. It's Karen Drucker here, and I love listening to America Meditating with Sister Jenna. Don't you?
Hello everyone, welcome to Spiritual Vaccine Hour. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. What up? Feeling great no matter what. Just feeling great. Can you? Can you always feel great? It's almost as if we are aiming for that reality, and it's a good thing, and may we never give up on that we are here to feel great. Anyone out there not feeling so great today? Thumbs up. Are you not feeling so great about the political climate? Are you not feeling so great about the economic climate? Are you not feeling so great about your body? Are you not feeling so great about your partner, your spouse, or your lack thereof? And what does it mean to actually feel great? What do we mean when we talk about that feeling? Feeling great, is it a memory that we hold? I suspect. I believe there's something inside of us that has a very deep carving, a very deep memory of a greatness of spirit. That's one of the reasons why we are, what do they call those captain heroes, those superheroes are so appealing to us. Remember The Matrix? I know many people have tried to get me to watch that movie, and I've seen a little bit of it. For some reason, it's like The Wizard of Oz. I'm just not able to see the whole movie. But I get it, because I'm living it. I get it. I get it. There is a greatness inside of each and every one of us. And I think many of us thrive to get back to it or to move forward into it. I don't like to use the word get back to, but I think there are quite a few of us who wish to thrive towards greatness, especially when Hollywood gives us a wonderful movie like Captain America, or Black Panther, Batman, Superman. Please don't tell me all the rest because I don't know them all. But you get to see these particular individuals, and I mean, from my days, it was James Bond. It was like there was a focus about them. Remember James Bond? He only listened to M, and he knew what his gifts were. And he knew that when M called on him for an assignment, he was going to get it. And M never worried about James. She knew James had the commitment to making sure he would save the world. If he had to try to go after the whole of Russia, he would do it. And M would just wait to get the call. Mission accomplished. Remember James Bond 007? At least the old ones. I don't know about the new ones, but back in the days with Roger Moore and Sean Connery and even Pierce Bronson. Forgive me if I'm not remembering the ones of this generation. It's not intentional. But it was like there was a greatness about their belief systems. Black Panther, when you looked at the tribe of Wakanda and how advanced they were. And I remember that there was a particular scene, and in that scene, remember it was where these guys were coming after them, and something was happening, and they took out the gun, and the girls were in the car, and they said, so uncivilized, and they just used their own hands and weapons and what do you call it, spears, and they fought hand in hand because they knew their greatness. There wasn't a question as to how great they were. And they didn't need a weapon to hide behind their greatness. They didn't need that to make them believe that the weapon was stronger than their intelligence. What is your greatness today, my friend? What is your greatness? What have you mastered? Have you mastered positive thinking? Are you a master in optimism? Have you mastered the ability to believe even when it looks like it should be unbelievable? and you're like, I'm going to believe in the possible. Even if the world says it's impossible, I'm going to believe it's possible. Our very dear friend, Dr. Joe Dispenza, he has a wonderful story about his life. And Joe basically had a crippling accident. And as a medical physician himself, he was like, there's no way his body would ever heal to walk again. And Joe laid on that bed, and he said, I couldn't move anyway. The only asset I had was my mind. And Joe would send his thoughts of light to the parts of his spine that were damaged. And Joe got out of that bed and walked again. Feeling great. It's one of the greatest healing mechanisms of the human spirit. That if you keep your energy feeling good and not disturbed, not hurt, not angry, not disappointed, not sad, if you stay away from that poison, you will heal. And healing also requires like a consistency too, like our talk on the keys of success. They give you antibiotics, they say take it for 7 days. If you miss one day, it won't work. Doesn't that ever fascinate you? Hasn't that fascinated you? If you miss one, they say it won't work. Why? How powerful is it to maintain our greatness until what? One day it kicks in, that we just live a life of greatness. Many of us believe greatness is a position, a power in the world. Not really. It's your humility that will make you great. It's your kindness. It's your determination. It's your courage. It's your love. It's your patience. It's your wisdom. It's your ability to forgive, and it doesn't have to take you years to do it. You just forgive. Your greatness is the ability to see into the heart of another person, wondering what they need versus what you want. Interesting, right? What determines a great person is one with character. Something that we need so much in the world today. If you've ever visited Washington, D.C., I highly recommend you visit the Martin Luther King Memorial. And I don't know if Santosh can show you some signs and pictures of that, but it's gorgeous. The quotations, fantastic. They go deep inside of you. And when you look at him standing there at the Washington Monument like this with his paper in his hand, and he just looks at you with such significance, knowing that all that he was fighting for was such an uphill battle. I mean, everything he went through, from being imprisoned to being beaten to seeing his people be so unjustly treated. He rose to the greatness of his character and his role, and he decided to make a difference. I feel that great people will rise to the occasion. They won't back down. Look, I'm still putting my arms like how Martin Luther King would in his monument here in Washington, D.C. If you ever come to D.C. or if you live in D.C., go by it. That's the monument I visit a lot now. That one and Abraham Lincoln. Just the great ones will rise to the occasion. They won't back down. And I know that for me, when certain things are not going my way completely, it's a quietness that rises up in me. Not a quiet that I'm not going to speak up, but a quietness that says, you change your vibrations right now, so this reality comes out of your story. That's my method. I don't know if it's good for you or not, but I feel that I still benefit when I do it like that. When I decide that my energy has to change because I don't want this in my life anymore. And so it means like that persistency and consistency and determination and courage and faith. And for a second, you can have a thought of doubt. And imagine, you'll break the energy that it's trying to build if you get peaceless, if you get off course, if you get distracted, if you find your thoughts going in a direction that has absolutely no purpose to your ultimate vision. I ask you to give that some thought. Think about your marriage, for example. If you start to go outside of the realm of your marriage and, think about what it could be like if you were married to somebody else, see how the energy and the way you treat your spouse shifts. The minute you start to think something different, that, I wonder if the grass is greener on the other side, you'll just start to treat your spouse with a completely different energy than you would have treated them when you didn't think you had an option. All because the power of one thought. You change what maybe was a great marriage into a fiasco just because of a thought. So when you're feeling great, I think you automatically will catch the right thoughts to keep maintaining that greatness. Because each time you're catching the right thoughts to keep optimizing the greatness, you're growing. And as you're growing, you're feeling your growth. And when you're feeling your growth, your confidence increases. And when your confidence increases, people begin to trust you. And they begin to rely more on you. Because they can see this is somebody who has the experience of traveling with a sense of, dignity, honesty, beauty. So I wanted to read you some things from a book that Daddy Janky did. And if you can see this, you will see that. Feeling Great. And I'm going to read you a few parts to it because I thought it was appropriate to our discussion tonight. So this is book club night. All right, so listen to what Daddy, who passed away on March 27th at 104, talk about somebody who's successful. Okay, just see what this means. Honesty. To begin to feel great, we need to become more honest. To make what we think, say, feel, and do as one. Did you hear that? To make what we think, say, feel, and do as one. Without this oneness in our personal lives, no amount of distraction or distracting fun can make us feel good, positive, or great. Having honesty means taking responsibility for the way we think, feel, and respond to situations and other people. We can start by addressing a few questions to the self. The first one is, did I really need to do that action? Second, did I need to think that? Third, could I have spoken or acted in a better way? Questions like this will clean out our bad habits and ordinary ways of living. We cannot feel great if we have bad habits. One common bad habit is letting others throw their rubbish into our lives, either in obvious physical ways or sometimes in more subtle ways. Why do we allow them to do this? Because of this or because of that? Perhaps, but because statements only help us to justify our miserable feelings or the situation. So how can we feel great when we are complaining or constantly pessimistic, fearful, or in a state of suppressed anger? How can we feel great if we are not free to be the masters of our own lives? Wow. Daddy Janky. Why don't we go to a video of her now just to give you an idea of how powerful this lady is, because I think hearing her voice will set the tone and deepen why Daddy would speak about feeling great is our karmic responsibility and role. Enjoy this video on Daddy Janky.
दृढ़ता। हमने देखा है दृढ़ता एक इतनी सफलता की चाबी है। कभी डाउट नहीं उठता है ये ठीक होगा या नहीं होगा, नेवर। क्योंकि प्यारे बाबा ने समझाया है, बच्चे तुम्हारे पास ज्ञान का खजाना है, गुणों का खजाना है, शक्तियों का खजाना है, बहुत खजाना तुम्हारे पास है, पर उस खजानों की चाबी है दृढ़ता। और चाबी गुम हो गई तो फिर क्या हाल होता है, अंदाज़ा लगा के देख तो कितना भी खजाना होए, चाबी गुम हो जाती तो लगता है कुछ मैं कर नहीं सकता हूँ। इसलिए दृढ़ता की चाबी हमारे पास ना हो, जिस समय चाहे वो सब खजाना हम अपने लिए, तो हमारी कुदरती जिसके पास जो खजाना होता है वो उसके चेहरे चलन से दिखाई पड़ता है। यूज़ करता है ना, छिपा के तो नहीं रखता है ना, वो औरों को दान देता है ना, तो बढ़ता है ना। इसलिए दृढ़ता के लिए एक सूक्ष्म बड़ी अच्छी विधि है, जो कभी भी वो दृढ़ता कभी कम नहीं होती। उसमें मैंने देखा है संकल्प शुद्ध हो, शांत हो, श्रेष्ठ हो, दृढ़ हो। बस पहले संकल्प की जो अंदर जो बीज है ना, बड़ा शुद्ध है, शांति वाला है, श्रेष्ठ है, दृढ़ हो गया। उसमें कई बार का अनुभव है। परमात्मा बाप ने ब्रह्मा बाबा के द्वारा बच्चे हो जाएगा, वो घड़ी सेकंड मिनट मुझे भूलता नहीं है कि बाबा ये कैसे होगा, बच्ची हो जाएगा। तो इतने ये 42 साल हो गए, तो अभी भी मेरे से अमेरिका में क्वेश्चन पूछा, ये सारी सेवाओं का इतना वृद्धि होना, तो मैंने यही शब्द कहा, प्यारे बाबा ने कहा था बच्ची हो जाएगा। प्लान भगवान के पास है, ड्रामा नूंधा हुआ है, ये सब होने वाला ही था। अभी कैसे हुआ, हम बच्चों के शुद्ध श्रेष्ठ दृढ़ संकल्प से। क्योंकि बाप हम बच्चों से पुरुषार्थ करा करके सत्य की दुनिया लाने के लिए ये इतना हमको पालना दी है, पराया है, इतना उनसे प्राप्ति हुई है, वो अनेक आत्माओं को कैसे मिले। तो उसमें देखा है संकल्प की शुद्धि, श्रेष्ठ दृढ़ता में विश्वास इतना अच्छा है, सच्ची भावना है, निश्चय बुद्धि है, उसका बल काम करता है। तो संकल्प की शुद्धि और शक्ति की कमाल दृढ़ता ऑटोमेटिकली साथ देती है। दृढ़ता से सफलता दूर नहीं है। ओम शांति।
Welcome back. Did you feel her energy, her presence, those words? Do you want to feel great? Do you want to feel great? Have you ever had those times in your life where you're just in a doldrum, and you just don't want to come out of it, and you want to be left alone in it, and you're like, oh, come on, just leave me alone, right? And I think we're all entitled to have that permission. But there are times that I've been in that position, but I'm needed and I can't. I just can't go too far down. I've given myself permission to go down a particular rabbit hole at times, almost as if the soul needs it. But then comes responsibility, like what Daddy said. Without that ability to respond to what my life is asking of me, then, what's going to be the purpose? I want to feel great. And if I keep going down this road, I'm not going to feel great. All right, so you want to hear some more? I know I do. Okay. So, Daddy's thought about freedom. Real freedom begins with me. I cannot blame others for what they're doing to me. It is a waste of time to examine their actions repeatedly and become angry. I can only examine what I am doing to myself and ask, how long will I continue to live like this? I don't know if it's possible to put Daddy's picture up in picture view. Santosh would be great. Other people are actors in this unlimited play of life. They will do what they wish to do and exist as they like. But I can choose in which direction to move. I decide whether or not to be influenced, compelled, or used by others. To feel good, positive, and or great, I realize that I need to change. It's never about blaming the other person. It's about you. A better way of life is in my hands, not in the hands of others, whether they be a spouse, a child, a boss, a priest, guru, politician, doctor, whatever. I've got to find my own freedom. Did you like that? Want to hear some more? Thumbs up. Words of the wise. You won't get any wiser than this, I'm telling you. All right, I'm going to read a few more because I really love a lot of these. Here is Daddy Janki's thought on friendship. One of the things that makes us feel great is friendship. I live for my friends. I love friendships. Friendship is the basis of every genuine relationship. But it has to begin with me. Until I take responsibility for and start listening to myself, I cannot be my own friend. Did you all hear that? This is the best one. Until I take responsibility for and start listening to myself, I cannot be my own friend. Am I kind and loving to myself? Are my thoughts, feelings, attitudes, words, and actions friends with each other? Or are they often in contradiction and out of control? Inner harmony and honesty begins the flow of friendship between me and the outside world. Not only the world of the other actors in my life, but the worlds of time, nature, and matter. creating this kind of partnership in which I feel positively connected to all other aspects of life creates a great feeling. For this is the feeling of fulfillment. Absolutely powerful. Word of the wise. Look at the beauty in her face and just the joy of her spirit. So lovely. I thought it might be nice for us to seep our hearts a little bit further into tonight. Feeling great is really an important means of healing the self and feeling nourished. Here's Karen Drucker. Enjoy this beautiful song to take you into this portion of just being gentle with ourselves as a result of this sharing from Daddy Janky.
I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. Now I know I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself. And I hold myself like a newborn baby child. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself, and I hold myself like a newborn baby child, and I rock myself like a newborn baby child, and I hold myself like a newborn baby child, and I love myself like a newborn baby child.
Absolutely a perfect song. I love Karen Trucker's music. To be gentle with yourself is really to create a good friendship. That's still something I'm working on. I tend to be a little firm with myself because many occasions I feel like I'm all I've got. If I don't keep myself going, who's going to keep me inspired? You know, I was remembering one time I was in Peace Village, and Sister Kala, who runs the Peace Village Learning and Retreat Center in upstate New York, gave this wonderful session about there's some souls who, you know, they can give so much sustenance and care for, and nothing much comes out of them in terms of you don't see that they're given the return of the love they were given. And then there's some that don't really get that much care or attention, and yet they stand on their own 2 feet, and our eyes both locked at that moment. And you know that dog whistle, you know when the message is for you, and you're like, yeah, I get it, I agree, I will accept that, definitely. So here's again, we are having a wonderful conversation and a reading of Feeling Great. And most of the ideas and thoughts are from our wonderful Daddy Janki, who passed in March of 27 this year. But we're also, you know, celebrating Krishna Jayanti and Janamashmi, and tomorrow in New York, Sister Mohini, who's the president of the Brahma Kumaris, is they're having a very special little celebration together, very intimate, just a few of them at Peace Village. And you know, she has stayed on her path and her course for almost 60 years, and, you know, holding up all the BK centers and stuff around this region is no small task. She has had to keep herself feeling great to keep up with everything that's happening around her. It's not just 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 people, but it's hundreds of thousands of people she has to keep motivating and being inspired. So imagine how she must feel inside of herself and her deep connection to God. So we just wanted to convey a very, very big and warm happy birthday to her, for the guidance and the love and the dedication and the stability and the divinity and the grace and the royalty that she has exuded for so many decades. I was hoping to join them tomorrow, but I will not be able to. So I just wanted to take the time tonight to just wish her a very, very warm and special birthday greeting, as we also celebrate Krishna Janmashtami week as well. So very auspicious time. Lots of good wishes. So here's another one from Daddy on the key of optimism, because tonight we want to feel great, no matter what. Whether the body's working or not, we just want to feel great. Whether your mind is not working, or your finances are not well, or you're not getting along with the family or your community or people at work, we want to find a way. And I hope you're enjoying taking drishti from Daddy Janki as well. So here is the key of optimism. Optimism opens a door in difficult or hopeless situations, which we will need for this upcoming election. Optimism knows that there is always a way, no matter how many doors have been shut. Optimism believes that there is always a useful alternative. No matter what the crisis, an optimist maintains the outlook that it is a sign, time for a different way of thinking, or a new way of doing things. No matter what the crisis, an optimist maintains the outlook that it is a sign, time for a different way of thinking, or a new way of doing things. Boy, have I seen that recently. Sometimes the signals has to be very clear, even harsh. Otherwise, we may continue in self-delusion and not wake up. Very, very true. Of course, if we lack optimism, instead of taking this signal as a step towards renaissance, complaint, resentment, or even desperation just will emerge. Optimists hold on to hope. They do not ignore the reality and consequences of negativity, but they do not despair or lose themselves in the chaos that ensues when Pandora's box is opened, releasing into the world all the things that are bad. There are many such boxes in daily life which are often opened, but optimism enables us to find solutions to the problems that actually assaults us. Now hear this, everyone. Knowing that bridges can be built, seeing that after a storm, rainbows shine their many colors. Optimists never give up. They trust in life, and they work with patience and determination. Boy, I love this point. It is clear to them that if they do give up, Pandora's box will remain open, and all kinds of demons of fear, chaos, and distress will keep emerging. Did you all hear that? That means the moment you get slack, when you give up and you stop, you think you're going to live off of your good deeds. Not just that. Here Daddy says, I gotta read this back. This is so powerful. An optimist will trust in life and work with patience and determination. It is clear to them that if they do give up, a Pandora's box will remain open, and all kinds of demons of fear, these are the demons, fear, chaos, and distress will keep emerging. To become an optimist, maintain a gentle determination that allows you to focus on possible alternatives, and find solutions to problems. Find solutions to problems. Be flexible and able to be led. Combine the art of making things happen with the ability to allow things to happen, knowing that it is all a matter of timing. Realize that more than one factor needs to be considered in order to successfully build a bridge or find a solution. The power of the optimist, the perpetual optimist. You want to really learn about feeling great? Be an optimist. Despite whatever you're going through, whatever challenges or difficulties or situations that you don't like, are you willing to persevere and keep moving forward? Are you willing to not give up that quickly? Think about it. Give it some thought. Become the optimist that I know you can be. Beautiful, beautiful segments from Daddy Janky. Look at that. Wonderful. So why don't we go now into meditation and sink deep into what we've just received. And then also just music. And just go into this because we need to have this kind of an energy of greatness and healing and optimism. So enjoy the rest of the evening to just settle into yourself, into the meditation, into these deep words of wisdom. Play them back, go back to them, listen to them again and again until it goes deep into your system and say, yeah, Daddy, that's right. This is it, this is it. So enjoy the rest of the evening. Om Shanti. As I sit here in quiet reflection, I'm reminded how my thoughts create my reality. I've accepted that I am what I am because of what I think. So what if for this moment I choose to let go of my various attachments to physical forms that have limited my potential and my capacity? What if I chose to be free from limitations of thinking? So just for a little while, I invite you to take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And imagine for a moment, what if I no longer had an attachment to my name? How would that feel? What if I let go of the awareness of the gender? What if I let go of the roles that I play, the titles that I own? What if I decided to release thinking of myself as a religion, a language, a nationality? What if I choose to just let go of the name, gender, role, title, religion, language, nationality, and let go of the awareness of the body? How would I feel? Who would think of me in this awareness? And who would I think of? I would think of God. And God's remembrance would fall on me. And I, the living soul, would be completely free. Let me just sit in this moment for a little longer. And just be free. Now gently bring back the awareness of your gender, language, nationality, title, role, name, religion, whatever. Bring it back to your awareness and see if you can bring the experience of freedom and peace as you go out into the world and play your various parts. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Shanti.